item text template works in ERPNext. Item text template comes in handy for taxation on an item-by-item basis and allows flexibility when certain items are to be treated under different tax than normal rate prescribed in the sales or purchase tax and charges template. Suppose you have some of your items with tax rate other than those specified in the default tax rate table in the taxes and charges table, then you can create an item text template and assign it to an item or item group. The default tax rate mentioned in the taxes and charges table will never take precedence over the rate mentioned in the item text template. As a prerequisite of utilizing an item text template, make sure you have an existing item in the system, and under account setting, automatically add taxes and charges from item text template box is checked. To create an item text template, go to Home, Accounting. Under Text Master, choose Item Text Template. Add an item text template. Type in the title for the item text template so that it is easily recognizable. Example, GST 5% exempted. In the text table, choose the correct account head. Example, GST. Define the overriding tax rate that must be used for this template. Add 0 if the item is tax exempted. Click Save. You can also insert additional rows if there are several tax accounts to be applied. Now the item text template can be assigned to an item. To accomplish this, go to the item master. Choose any item. Scroll down under click on the item text template. Select the item text template. Click Save. This item would now be exempted from the tax calculation. You may also manually choose or edit the item text template per item directly from within a transaction. From here, choose the existing item text template. Save and submit. When adding items in sales or purchase document, ERPNext will automatically bring the default item text template associated with the item group. Where necessary, you can override this manually by choosing a different item text template. This flexibility is beneficial where certain transactions require a different tax treatment of the same item, say where the item is being sold in a tax exempt situation or a promotion scheme. You can define an item text template at the item group level by altering the item text table within the item group document. Open the item group record, choose any of the item group, and in the item text field set the target item text template. Fill in the necessary details if required. All the items in this item group will then adopt and employ the targeted item text template. But if a specific item under this group has a specific item text template defined, that would override the group-based setup. ERPNext also gives you the choice of giving item text templates a validity period. In this fashion, the system would automatically charge the correct tax rate depending on the date of the transaction. ERPNext checks the posting date of a document when making a transaction. That system then reads the first valid text template between the date range contained in the item text template. When the given date has more than one valid template, the ERPNext will utilize the first valid template in the item text table. Where no compatible valid template can be found, ERPNext falls back to using the first template that has no date in the item text table under the field valid from. With respect to purchase invoices, ERPNext uses the supplier invoice date rather than the posting date in determining the valid item text template to be used. This area can be particularly helpful when a change in the tax rate is to be processed over a certain time span, such as when the government announces changes in GST calculation and transaction. In all the sales transactions, such as quotation, sales order, sales invoice, ERPNext initially retrieves the sales taxes and charges template applicable in the transaction. This is the default rate of the entire document. But whenever an item text template is set for a specific item, ERPNext prefers the item level text setting. Here, the system uses the rate specified in the item text template in place of the default rate in the sales taxes and charges template. So if we look into one of the already created sales order and we drop down to text breakup, we see by default the text template has been applied to this particular item bearing this item code, and this is the text template that we have chosen when we were creating this item. So two different text templates have been applied over two different items in this particular sales order.